Hello everybody out there in the bookverse, it's Stephanie, and today I'm back with my very first video of 2024. I'm actually filming this on the 1st, so I am filming this video in 2024, and this is my first TBR of the year. It feels really crazy to say that. I feel like at the beginning of 2023, it did not feel like I would get here. I was in the middle of grad school. I was so busy. And at this point, I have now graduated officially, which is amazing, but I do still have my boards coming up, so I will be studying for those. So I am kind of hoping that the game is slightly nice to me this month, but I should have a little bit more time than I did before because, like, as y'all know, my school took up like my full-time job plus my studying, then I had my job. So like it was crazy for a while there. So this month should be better. It should be a little bit more relaxed, but I will still be studying for my boards. So I would love the board to be a little bit nice to me, but I don't know if I've set myself up for success for that. So let's talk about how I did on my TBR for the month of December. Okay, so I have my stack of books. That was my TBR for the month of December. I have a couple that were on there that I don't own. So that would be All the Hidden Paths for a book with royalty, which I did read. I have Seven Faceless Saints for a spinner wheel book between what was the number? 350 to 400 pages, which I also did read. Had Assistant to the Villain for a book that was a spinner wheel TikTok pick. I read that one. I had Murtag for a hardcover book, which I also read. Then I had The Sunlit Man, which was for an audiobook, which I did not read. And I had Yumi and the Nightmare Painter for a book that was a standalone romance, which I also did not read. And so that means I lost. I will be adding another black hole onto the board, but I did kind of intentionally choose to do this in a way. So I could have fit these two onto my mini star hot 48-hour readathon, and I intentionally chose not to because I kind of want to give them a little bit more time. I want to be able to sit with them a little bit longer. I mean, if I choose to binge them, that's fine, but I don't want to be like forced to binge them because I do feel like, particularly in Sunlit Man, there are going to be a lot of Cosmere connections, and Yumi, I just really want to be able to digest it as I want to. I love binging books, but I want to like have that option. And so I decided not to read them kind of intentionally. I could have one and I didn't. So, I mean, yeah, I still have to add another black hole, but it feels a little bit better because it wasn't just like failing. I intentionally failed the month of December. Is that better? I don't know. But it is what it is. We will go ahead and add an extra black hole to the board, which means there will now be 3 black holes on the board, one that's always there, and then 2 extras. And we will see how this month goes. It might be mean to me. I might regret this. I might regret my decision to not win December, but we'll see. We will see how it goes. Maybe it'll be nice to me. Maybe the board will appreciate my honesty and not cheating. Fingers crossed. Okay, so we don't really need to count all the way, but just for funsies. Well, I guess the one good thing that can be said about the location of this is it's over a sun. Oh, this could make it a little rough. Okay. Roll number 1, be nice to me. A 9, I think that's a good one. Okay, I mean, it's a sun, not particularly desirable, but author with 3 names. Okay, can do. Okay, the board was pretty nice to me to begin with. We did get a sun, which the prompt is 3-name author, and for this one, I am going with Crescent City House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. So this is a very, very popular author on Book Talk, BookTube. All the Bookternet really loves Sarah J. Maas, and this is the only series of hers that I have not read. I read Throne of Glass, and I am actually up to date on all of the A Court of Thorns and Roses series as well, and the 3rd book in the series is coming coming out at the end of January. So I am going to be buddy reading this book with my friend Abby from the channel Abby Salter, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping that I love it. This is definitely a long book. It's chunky, and I've heard from some people that it's really slow, but the ending really packs a punch. So I'm excited to jump into it. It's a fantasy romance. I'm not sure if this is more urban fantasy-esque or what, but I'm excited for it. I love the cover. I think it's absolutely stunning. So yeah, definitely excited to jump into this and be ready for the release of the third book along with everyone else, at least like closer to ready. You know, I'm hoping to maybe read it in February-ish. So yeah, this is a long book to put on at the very beginning now that I'm thinking about it, but I think it will be okay. Ugh, I hope so. Next roll, 5. Okay, I don't know about that. 3, 4, 5, like I said. But on the plus side, I think this is the shortest distance that we could go back on a wormhole black hole. So I will take it. So we have landed on a wormhole. It has it been like 2 months since we've had a wormhole or black hole? I think so. I think it's pretty close. So we're gonna dig out of the wormhole jar, see what we get. For those of you who don't know, I put all of the series that I am in the middle of reading into this jar, and then if I land on a wormhole or black hole, I draw out of it, and that is the series that I have to continue. So pretty much this jar is choosing for me what my next read is going to be. I am definitely nervous because there are some books on here that are long. There's like Wheel of Time, like there's just some very long adult high fantasy series on here. So, okay, I have one. Let's see what the jar has chosen. Ooh, I haven't updated it for a while, so what is it? Oh, the Plated Prisoner series. I'm actually not mad about that one because this is a pretty easy series to keep going. So I'll put that back in, put the lid back on. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. But I actually don't own this series. This is one that I am reading on my Kindle, so I'll put the picture up here. But the Plated Prisoner series is an adult fantasy romance series. It centers around this girl who is gold touched by King Midas. His magical abilities is to turn anything he touches into gold, and he has turned her essentially into a golden person. And then there's some like political things going on, and I enjoyed the first one okay. It was not my favorite, but I hear from people that it like kind of gets better as you go on. I did start the second one like 2 years ago about, and just never finished it. So I will obviously need to restart that book because I've forgotten like everything. But yeah, I'm not mad about this pick. I feel like this is one I can definitely fit in, and they're easy reads. It's not super long. I know it gets longer as the series goes on, like the books get progressively longer, but as the second book in the series, we still are not super long. So that one is now going on to the TBR. We've started out with 2 fantasy romances, which I am not mad about because they are very easy reads, and so I'm hoping it'll just like be a break for my brain from studying. So yeah, this is actually a pretty good pick from the Wormhole. I'm not sad about it. Okay, roll number 3. Be nice. 10. Beautiful. Ooh, we just barely missed the Comet. It's okay. We got a star, and the prompt is hardcover. Very doable. Next prompt was a star. It's hardcover, which we had the same prompt last month. I swear I shuffle my cards. But the book that I have chosen is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. This is the first book in a series. It is a YA fantasy romance between a witch and a witch hunter. I think that they present it as like a true enemies to lovers. So interested to see how this one goes. I am going to be buddy reading it with my niece. I got her this for Christmas because seems to be pretty into like the fantasy romance at this point, so I kind of want to like encourage that because I also enjoy it. So we're going to be reading this one together. I'm pretty excited about it. It is kind of long. I think it's over 500 pages. Where's the page with the page number on it? Are there no page numbers in this book? What the heck is going on? Yeah, it's about 500 pages, so it's a decent length book, but it should be a pretty easy read. Again, it's YA fantasy romance, and those tend to be very fast reads for me. So very happy that I was able to add this one on. I actually picked this one up at the Barnes & Noble hardcover sale. Wasn't as good this year as it was last year, but we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, this one is going on to the TBR, and I am feeling really good about this TBR so far. I hope I have not jinxed myself. Okay, let's keep the good luck going. 6, I think that's fine. 3, 4, 5, 6. Moon. Here we go. Our prompt is a book with an animal on the cover. Okay. Our next prompt was a moon, and the prompt was animal on the cover. And for this, I'm picking Vampires of El Norte by Isabel Cañas. And if you look, there are, oh, I don't know if you can see it in the, you can, barely. These are birds in the background. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but I promise you those are birds in the background. So there are animals on this cover. This is a buddy read that I am doing with my friend Angela. Her channel is Angela Rose Reads, and I am really looking forward to this one. I love like gothic, creepy vibes, and that is what I am really hoping from this one. I did not read The Hacienda by this author, but Angela did and absolutely loved it. So I'm really, really excited about this one. Plus, it's not super long. It's a fairly like doable length of a book to add on here. It's under 400 pages, which is kind of rare for me. But yeah, I am just really excited to read this book. I love books that are just all about the vibes, and I want it to be spooky. I want it to be exciting. I feel like reading it in wintertime, like cozied up in like a cold evening, is going to be absolutely perfect. So yeah, definitely happy that I was able to fit this one on. Really looking forward to it. Okay, so 4 is bad, 9 is bad, and 11 is bad. We're in a very precarious spot. Okay, here we go. 7 was good, if I remember correctly. Ooh, 7 is really good. So Comet is a free space, meaning I do not have to choose a book for it, and I just get to roll again. Whew, I'm feeling lucky, but now I'm feeling nervous because I feel like comets have generally come before a black hole or wormhole in the past. Be nice, be nice, be nice. 6! Oh my gosh, that's a good one. That's good. Ooh. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Oh, this was so nice. I honestly don't think I could have asked for a nicer month. This was perfect. Let's go ahead and look at the spinner wheel. Okay, we got so lucky. I cannot believe that we hit a comet and then got to the end in the middle of all those like wormholes, black holes, like that. Felt so good and so lucky. I can't believe that happened. I'm very happy about that. I did not expect it because the game has been very nice to me the last couple months. So I was kind of thinking this was my month that I was going to pay for it, but we only got one wormhole pick, and it was actually a pretty nice pick. So yeah, this went about as good as I could have expected. So here we go with the spinner wheel. For those of you who don't know, I have a wheel of prompts. I will spin it, and then I have 10 seconds to find a book that fits that prompt, or I have to spin again, and it can't be the same prompt as it was last month, or I also have to spin again. Last month's prompt was TikTok. So, whew, here we go. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'm not super worried about it. I'm liking my TBR so far, so I'm not super nervous. Let's see what we get. Nice. Okay, free pick. Oh, is it not on? Sorry, it's on now. Free pick, free pick, free pick. Oh, yeah. Okay. Found one. Boom, I win. I do have kind of a stack over there of like potentials, so it does make my job a little bit easier when it's a free pick because I can just go grab pretty much the top one and bring it back. But I am going with The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. This is the first book in her Dreamland Billionaires series. This is a romance series, and this was a gift from the lovely Sophia. So thank you so much, Sophia, for this. I am looking forward to jumping a little bit more into the popular romances to kind of see what I like, kind of explore my taste a little bit more, because I haven't read that much romance. I've read a decent amount of like fantasy romance, but not that much in like the contemporary romance. So this one is a very popular series on TikTok, and I'm thinking I'm going to give it a try. It's just kind of nice sometimes to have those contemporary romances to throw in as a almost like a palate cleanser, but something that doesn't really take a lot of my brain power or energy to read, which is something that I really like about contemporary romances in general. So very much looking forward to this. I actually kind of like the covers of this series, to be honest. I know that some people really like bash on them, but I kind of like them. I kind of like that like overlay of the blue paint over the building. I don't know, personal taste. But yeah, plus again, these are easy to read. It's not that long. I think I should get through it pretty quickly. So yeah, that is the final book on this TBR, and I'm feeling really good about it. This is a really good stack. So here are the books that I own. I also will be reading, oh, what is it? It's Glint? It might be Glint. Whatever the second book is in the Plated Prisoner series, I'll be reading that one. Then we have The Fine Print for a Spinner Wheel free pick. Vampires of El Norte for a book with an animal on the cover, Powerless for a hardcover, and Crescent City House of Earth and Blood for an author with a like 3-name title, which Sarah J. Maas. I count the J because there's only, I need to give myself something, right? I think this is going to be a good reading month, and I do feel like I picked a lot of books that are going to be easier reads. I didn't put a whole ton of like heavy, really difficult to understand high fantasy on here. I will be starting the Stormlight Archive this month, but I'm not planning on finishing it this month, so I don't want to put it onto my TBR, but that is a like big heavier fantasy that I definitely will be starting this month, so that will be added on here, but I don't need to like finish it, so it's a little bit less pressure. And yeah, I think these are all great picks to put like squeeze in with my studying and all the things I have going on. So this is kind of perfect, and I'm really excited about it. I feel like this is a great start to 2024, and I have high hopes for these books. I think it's going to be a great month. I think it's going to be a good way to start 2024, and hopefully I can actually complete it and be successful so I can remove a black hole from the board, because as those of you who have been watching for a while know, I only have 2 extra black holes at the point. If I have to add another one on, I will have to make another one, and that's just not something I want to do. Like that is a driving force to finish my TBR, probably more than the threat of adding another black hole on the board, to be honest. Okay, that is my January 2024 TBR. I will be doing a Patreon 48-hour mini Star Hopper readathon this month as well, so that's definitely going to help me get through at least some of them, if not all of them. I actually think I could actually get through every single book on my TBR during one of those 48-hour readathons if I wanted to, so that could be an idea. But even if I don't, I do feel pretty confident that I'm going to be able to get through this stack. I'm feeling good about it, and this is going to be a great start to the year. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.